morning.
Good morning. It's Saturday, Adventure Saturday. We're here on Maui and we're headed up to the summit of Haleakala. We're meeting our friends there, Robert and Ashley, and we're gonna go hiking in the crater and then we're gonna go camping. So we're gonna take you along with us. I'm kind of excited, and I'm sure you guys probably want to know what we bring with us when we're backpacking. It's a pretty big hike. It's like 10 miles to get to the cabin we're staying at. So we were trying to pack light. So we packed some pretty light food, some dried stuff. We'll show you what we're eating, and a loaf of bread, John Muir style. So yeah, apparently John Muir, back in the day, he was one of the backpacking pioneers on the Pacific Crest Trail. He would just go out with his sweater and a loaf of bread and be gone for days. So in his spirit, we did bring a loaf of bread. No, really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Apparently it's National Parks Day, so free entry to the park. This is a national park up here in Haleakala. We have to check in here at the ranger station so that they know we're parking our car and it's okay to park overnight, so they don't tow us. And then they know that there's not somebody lost in the park somewhere. So we'll check in, meet up with our friends, and then we'll head up to the top, to the summit, drop our cars off, and then we'll come back down a little bit lower, and that's where we'll actually go in and start hiking from. Hey guys.
Hello. Hi.
Nice.
Not this round part.
Irmina's been hiking this whole time with these little rubber caps on her
Hey.
poles.
I pretend I'm a pro, but I really don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Rod, what do you got there?
Hey, Irmina, beet juice.
Beet juice? You're kidding. You pack beet juice while you're backpacking.
You know I'm carrying beet juice.
I know, you're doping. You're cheating.
Yep.
So for those of you that don't know, like, beet juice is really cool. It increases the nitric oxide in your blood and actually causes vasodilatation. There's some studies show athletes, if they take beet juice like an hour before, increases your VO2 max. And anybody who's a fitness geek knows VO2 max is like the number for like fitness. So clearly we have somebody doping. I don't know that I feel good about that, but...
Sorry.
I feel a little like a billy goat here, cruising along all these crazy little steep trails.
And I do trauma surgery, so a few days a month, any of the car accidents, shark bites, whatever happens on Maui is my responsibility. So that's a little stressful, but I like it. It's good. For me, what's frustrating is a lot of the stuff that I operate on is like preventable stuff, you know, and it's people that have made poor choices throughout their life and they end up seeing me when it's too late. So, you know, like that whole analogy of like mopping up the mess, you know, like if there's a problem and, you know, the floor is all wet and I'm busy mopping up this wet floor, but nobody's going up to turn off the sink that's clogging it. That's how I feel a lot of days.
If you could only bring one food on your 3-day hiking trip, considering nutrition, how it affects your endurance, how you feel, what would that one food be?
Oh boy. I would have to go with a complex carb. So, well, but the problem is you're gonna run out of, yeah, I'm going with sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
would you vote?
Sweet potato, breadfruit, just for,
Yeah, something
geographic
complex carb.
relevance.
Oh, for geographic.
Although sweet potato
Molokai
is
sweet
too.
potato. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Molokai sweet potato.
Nice.
But you don't want to go with like a fruit or something, I think, because it's not complex enough. It's high fructose, high sugar. You get a crash. At least with a complex carb, you'll have longer energy. That's my theory.
Got your fiber.
Yeah, get your
what you
fiber.
need.
So what do vegans bring to snack on when they're hiking 10 miles?
So we're on break. I got a Pro Bar superfood. It's not low calorie, but it's really good. 370 calories. It's got fruits, nuts, seeds. Looks green. It's pretty awesome.
Borderline vegan food. Look at that list of ingredients.
Oh boy.
Way
It's
too
got
long.
oregano and flaxseed in it. This looks
And
healthy.
Peanut butter filled pretzels, freeze-dried fruit, all kinds of nuts, and chocolate chips, of course.
All right.
Yeah. That's it.
Wheat gluten.
Wheat gluten.
Would you like to try some?
Sure. Thanks.
There are.
Everybody.
Olives.
It's bitter.
I mean, simple, nutritious, and fun to eat.
Just a little short.
Getting a different perspective on things.
Well, so far it's been really great. We came from all the way up there. It's kind of flattened out, so we'll have some easier hiking as we hike across the valley, but now it's uphill. It's been downhill the whole way, so we'll see how that goes. But it's not too bad. Rob, can you tell me about Silver Sword?
Silver Sword is related to the sunflower, and they're indigenous to Haleakala Crater, found nowhere else in the world except for when they're privately cultivated. But the only place they live in their natural habitat, in a high altitude, they're xerophytic, so they survive on low amounts of moisture, mostly just collect the fog.
We learned that silver swords live between 3 and 90 years or more. They flower once, sending up a spectacular flowering stalk with a bunch of teeny flowers, and then they die soon afterwards. They scatter their drying seeds to the wind.
Feeling good. 4 more miles.
So, I think that Paliku and Kaupo Gap is just over this hillside, and you can just start to see the clouds kind of misting up right over. It's starting to turn a little bit more lush and green, and just beyond you can see the ocean. Check it out.
What? 5 p.m. Sun's still high. 3 miles to go. Feeling good.
Just at the edge of Kaupo Gap, almost there. It's golden hour. It's beautiful out.
It's so spectacular.
If you guys ever get a chance to do this trail, definitely do it. Our island neighbors! Hey, what's your guys' names again?
Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Rachel.
Hey, Rachel. Kevin drove our truck up to the summit. How'd it go?
All right.
Is it gonna be there?
I hope so.
No promises.
That's the key. Hope that's not a problem.
It's so crazy that we literally both got to the middle point at the same time.
Because we were safe. We're all looking at the observatory on Big Island. Pictures of picture takers. Pictures of picture takers. It's getting dark. We're not quite there. We're 0.2 miles away, I guess. The turn to Kaupo trailhead's right here.
I'm about ready for a sweater.
Did you bring your gloves?
My fingertips are numb.
A little dark. Sorry about the poor lighting, guys. But we're just rolling up on the cabin. We just made it. We're gonna get settled and give you guys a tour, and maybe heat up some water because it's getting cold and dark. But beautiful sunset, beautiful day, amazing people, great conversation. Looking forward to an amazing dinner tonight.
So this is the cabin. At night, you can see what we got going on. We got all these little bunks, and there's like bunks right here. Come with the mats. We just bring our sleeping bag, essentially. Big, huge picnic table. We're all kind of fixing up our dinners. The kitchen's pretty cool. Let's look at that.
There's only a bunch of water here. And here's a big
So it comes with a little stove, and we're boiling some water for our dinner.
Right.
There's a whole closet full of firewood. Woohoo!
Fire is looking good.
And we're making a fire.
It's flaring up.
It's looking good. So Things are going pretty good.
Right? And we have a sink with water even.
Sink and water, dishes.
All right.
This is like luxe.
Okay.
Everything but wine.
Everything but wine.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, that looks good.
Oh, now we got fire starter.
It's already like going like a minute.
We don't need it anymore?
I might take this for tomorrow.
Save it for one.
In case.
What do you got here for dinner?
Well,
You packed this all the way in how many miles?
yes. Well, I really wanted to eat gourmet tonight, so
It looks gourmet for
a
sure.
garden salad. Apparently, that's what it's called.
With blueberries.
Look at this, guys. Wow.
Yeah, pretty excited.
Avocado, fresh blueberries, onion, salad greens, a little pita.
Cucumbers, croutons,
Nice.
red onion. Yeah, we got.
That's the way to backpack.
Yeah.
We're making some hummus, oil-free. Got some pita. Just adding water to it. Just gonna mix it up. And we'll see how that goes. Right now it looks like a bunch of mush. Looks like mashed potatoes. Doesn't look too bad. It's gonna be a warm hummus tonight.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, it was a good night. Actually, it wasn't cold. It was too hot, which is awesome. But yeah, we're up here at the top of Haleakala, Palaku cabin. It's beautiful, beautiful morning. A little chilly. I don't know if I can see my breath.
What do you think about going out sliding sands today?
I don't know. Not feeling so good about it. We'll see.
Why's that?
Oh my gosh, it's so steep. It's like really steep and it's sandy and they don't even recommend going out that way.
Well, it's definitely beautiful here this morning. It was a nice night. Nice to have sleeping pads brought in for us. We didn't have to bring in the sleeping pads. I'm gonna just had a bathroom experience. What do you think?
Absolutely wonderful.
It was potpourri smelling, huh?
Poopery.
Or just poop?
All of the above.
Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold and hold here. Make sure you breathe. Exhale, hands down.
Get some good stretching on. You guys feel good?
Okay.
Is this good yoga?
good.
Oh
Yes, great
Have some
yoga.
Look at that cloud just rolling in so stealthily. It's like magic fog in the midst of this big desert.
You think it's gonna fog up in here?
I think it's gonna stop. But actually it's kind of getting hot. A little fog would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a ways to go. We have to be all the way up on that rim. That's where they parked the truck for us, so. It's just too amazing not to take a picture of it. Doesn't that look like it could be a heap of bones right there? No. Just keep walking, huh?
Keep trucking.
Are you gonna be doping?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Popeye, except instead of spinach, it's gonna be beef. Oh yeah. Doping at its finest. Bring it on.
Can I try some of that?
Tastes like beets, yeah.
It tastes like watery beets. Yeah, this is where it's at.
Ingredients. Sparkling purified water, organic cane sugar, organic yerba mate extract, organic brewed yerba mate. Let's see. Organic spice, natural flavor, I don't know what that is. Citric acid, organic prune juice concentrate, organic lime juice, organic tamarind juice concentrate, and organic ginger juice. 70 calories and 16 grams of sugar. It's pretty high sugar, but tastes good. Sparkling.
I thought we were just about halfway up Sliding Sands. Came over this ridge line and looks like we got two massive switchback mountains to climb over and a big valley in between. I was expecting to get up here and be almost there. So it's what time is it now? It's about 10 to 1. Here comes Hermina. What do you think of this trail so far?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as I was expecting, other than it's a lot further than I thought it was going to be, but it's not too bad.
So beautiful. You can see where we came from. I don't know if you can, that way over there, the way distance, we were in the place. It was a long ways, and we're not home free. Some uphill stuff to do, but we're gonna do it.
And we're above the clouds still. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's knock it out.
Just got to make it to the top of this. It doesn't look too bad, but there's a lot of switchbacks, and it's ways to go. Looking forward to it.
And we're cracking the whip.
Yeah. Sure gaining some nice elevation here. We're getting there. We gotta walk faster. Can you walk faster?
Slow and steady wins the race.
I don't know if we're gonna
have
make
the
it.
pace that I have.
The summit's way up there. We're just gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. You think we can make it by 2 o'clock?
No, I think we're gonna make it though.
We have 20 minutes to make it there.
Good luck.
We're gonna do it.
Gotta
Pick up
make
the
it.
pace.
Hurry, hurry.
Pick up the pace. Here we go. I gotta say, coming downhill is much easier. Oh man, I think it's a dead end.
Don't disappoint me like that.
Look, where do we go?
What?
Oh wait. Oh, that way. So it's 2:02, and
We have a ways to go.
we didn't make it. It's up here, which doesn't look very far until you realize that you got to go this switchback way over, way back, way over, and way back. We'll get there.
So let's have some lunch.
Lunch.
Trail mix.
We gotta get to the dogs.
Trail mix. Trail mix.
We're just fasting.
No, I feel like...
But you know, tell me about that sugary drink, because it sure did help. Gave us a boost, I feel like. I mean, quickest way to get energy into your cells, isn't that sugar?
Any drink where it's water and then the second ingredient is sugar is not okay in my book.
Is that like Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper?
Well, sometimes those have high fructose corn syrup, which is worse.
Oh, okay. We're back to trail mix and Asian snacks. And it's not very complex carbs, but carbs and
good. Fruits and nuts.
it's got a little seaweed in it. That's good.
Check out that view. Check it out. Yeah. Felt good.
Yeah, so we're almost there. A couple
Getting
little
there, getting
switchbacks. We can see the sign for the trail down the hill.
Woohoo!
But it's a ways. We didn't make our goal.
The views are phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
So stunning. But it's just one foot in front of the other.
That's right.
Just keep on trucking.
Yep.
But yeah, it's beautiful up here. I think I'll come do it again.
Oh, I'll do it again for sure.
I'll do it again if she does it again.
Perfect. And we're doing it again.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll finish it up and go get the dogs and call it a day. Thanks for coming along with us.